Have you or your parents ever gone out of the way to buy organic foods or foods that are viewed as healthier? If so, you've probably asked yourself, what is the difference between organic and regular foods? The truth is, a majority of foods bought and sold in a supermarket have been impacted by genetic modification at some point in their production.
Genetic engineering is a vital aspect in modern agriculture and is efficiently promoted by biological sciences. Genetic modification occurs when the DNA of a crop is altered by experimental processes, in a laboratory or through selective breeding. GMOs are designed to decrease pesticide use, avoid soil erosion and climate damage, and reduce labor, fuel, and chemical inputs. This improves the DNA resistance to outside factors in production and distribution. For example, the USDA has recently approved a genetically modified species of the russet Burbank potato that is resistant to bruising and physical damage in order to preserve crop yields. GMO production has increased farmer profits by 68% and increased overall crop yields by 22%. This agricultural improvement combats global food shortages and promotes the world's food security. Genetic modification in agriculture is also crucial in the development of impoverished nations. Industrialized countries, like those in Europe, are host to several protest groups who advocate the abolition of genetic modification of crops. However, developing countries compose a majority of the GMO-producing world. The world's largest GMO producer is the United States, followed by South American countries like Brazil and Argentina. The GMO production in India and China is alarmingly low, considering the large populations farmers must provide for. It is highly necessary for India and China to establish a sustainable food source to provide for their exponentially growing population. Leaders like Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, a professional agriculturalist in India, have made remarkable efforts in the Indian agricultural movement. Swaminathan aims to use GMOs to preserve Indian food culture and produce enough food for the millions that live below the poverty level. In African countries like Nigeria, members of the National Biotechnology Development Agency have taught farmers how to use genetically modified seeds to support growth of cash crops and maintain indigenous species. Overall progress in GMO production in developing countries has increased crop yield by 20 to 30%.
Genetically modified organisms are essential to sustaining a growing global population. Its cost-effective methods and ability to promote an increased crop yield is beneficial to the people of developing countries and their national economy. Health consequences are not alarming, and the process of alteration reflects natural scientific methods. Genetic engineering is critical to the innovation of agricultural technology.